Check in with ABC 27's Jade Balexa, who's live in Franklin County at Apalachicola. And Jade, what are you seeing out there? What can you tell us?
Abby, there is just water everywhere here in Franklin County. We're here in Apalachicola. Now, as you can see, this dock behind me just completely taken over by water. This road in front of me, if you can take a look over there, Garrett, this is a road we've been seeing trucks drive down just a few minutes ago, actually. Now, Apalachicola Bridge, that bridge is open. Further down the road, the St. George Bridge is open, but when winds get more than 50 miles per hour, they'll shut down that bridge again. And if you're going to St. George, they have a mandatory evacuation, but to get over there, you must be a business owner or resident there, and you must have proof of that. Now, people here in Franklin County are pretty used to this. I mean, after all, they do live in a low-lying area, and so the EMA director says they're used to that, and but they urge people to be cautious when they're driving out here because there's lots of flooding in this area. Now, coming up tonight at 5, we'll have more continuing coverage on the storm. Live in Apalachicola, Jade Balexa, ABC 27 HD.
And at this hour, Florida Governor Rick Scott is at the State Emergency Operations Center getting briefed by state emergency leaders on Tropical Storm Debby. Scott canceled a visit to Tampa today due to the system, which is hovering in the Gulf of Mexico. Instead, he is at the state EOC in Tallahassee learning the latest on Debby. The storm has drenched the state and spawned tornadoes that have killed at least one person. Scott has not yet declared a state of emergency, even though the storm is responsible for flooding in the Tampa Bay area. Panhandle emergency management officials have already advised residents to leave low-lying areas. And again, we have a crew at the Emergency Operations Center, and we'll have more tonight on how state emergency leaders are prepping for the storm. Meanwhile, the Wakulla County Sheriff's Office and their Division of Emergency Management continue to monitor the impacts of Tropical Storm Debby. At this hour, a mandatory evacuation order put in place yesterday remains in place for low-lying areas south of U.S. Highway 98. Storm surge levels have been reported as high as 6 feet above mean sea level, but coastal flooding of county roads have impacted only a few roads. They are Mash's Sands Road and Bottoms Road in Panacea, and Old Ford Road and Riverside Drive in St. Marks. The county has responded to 37 downed trees and 27 downed power lines, some of which has disrupted electricity. Wakulla deputies are stationed throughout the county, asking residents that remain in the evacuation area to keep track of the tides and leave the area before the surge arrives. 3 to 4 people took advantage of an open shelter at the Crawfordville Elementary School. And we've learned the Coast Guard rescued a family and their 2 dogs who were stranded on Dog Island south of Carabel. The family called the Coast Guard around 12:30 Sunday. You're seeing video here. They said that their vacation house was surrounded by water and the commercial vessel that brought the family to the island would not come back for them due to the weather conditions from Tropical Storm Debby. The Coast Guard sent a helicopter and crew to rescue the 5 adults, 4 children, and 2 dogs. No injuries or medical concerns were reported.